Okay, it's 21st of July and we're inside 3 Perry Way, and I'm just going to show you what I found in the premises when I came to it on the 18th of July. If you come into the kitchen on the 18th of July, it was about 7 o'clock, there was no obvious signs of water on top of the lino, but I did notice down here in the corner some staining that was beginning to show, and I reached down into the corner and I pushed down on the lino, and when I pushed down on the lino, water came from this edge here between the plinth and the lino and came over onto the top of the lino. I followed it round and I could see that in fact the lino was bulged all the way around the edge of the plinth, even right to the edge of the very last unit on the other side of the kitchen. And indeed, when I pushed down on the lino there, water also oozed up from between the plinth and the lino. I then started hunting from the source of the water, and I discovered inside the sink, underneath the sink, inside the cupboard underneath the sink, I discovered a leak. If you look past the initial pipework and past the washing machine fittings, if you look right to the back of the sink unit, there's some kind of outlet with a square plug on the end, a square tap on the end, and from that outlet there was a slow but steady drip, 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 and it was enough to fill say your average coffee cup in about an hour. And the water was dripping down and then working its way down the back of the unit through this hole here that lets out the main sink waste outlet. Now, I tried tightening it by hand, but it wouldn't budge at all, and I didn't have any tools or the special tool that's required to turn that tap. I called the emergency helpline and they said if it was at all possible to have a go at tightening that tap, and I called out to my son, who was out in town, and he purchased a pair of pliers which allowed me to tighten it. It was about half to a quarter loose, and tightening it stopped the drip immediately. But considerable damage has been done, but you can see here that this union has absolutely nothing to do with the washing machine fittings, which appear to be plumbed incorrectly. They're certainly not leaking, and it is from that outlet that the damage has been caused, and from nothing else. Here you can see where the cabinets are swollen and are splitting apart. And that's the same story right the way around the whole kitchen. Even if we go right over to the other side, you can see on the far end of the kitchen here, the bottom of the cabinet starting to split away. This is in a 3-week-old property.